Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allie, and today is officially Springoween for me. Every year, I try my hardest at least to participate in some type of form of Summerween, Winterween, and a lot of the time it's because Gabby from Gabby Reads is hosting her phenomenal readathons that you should definitely check out. She definitely needs to like host one around Halloween for like actual like Halloween time, Falloween, but also we need a Springoween. Definitely stay tuned because I will be participating in Summerween. That's the hopes, and I want to have a lot of fun with it this year. And yeah, you can go check out Gabby Reads. I'm sure she'll be doing her announcement video early summer, so just stay tuned for that. But this is kind of the same vibes, but I don't really necessarily have prompts. But I still want to do just fun spring activities like starting my garden, which I've already been doing. Just kind of getting a lot of sunshine, going for walks, and just, I don't know, spring cleaning, doing spring things, and just trying to feel alive right now in the spring because it feels like the world is burning right now and I need some escapes. And that's what I'm doing today. I am currently getting ready. I'm trying to find certain gold hoops and I can't find them. So I have to try to find them. I just have this red crop top on today and an over thing. Yes, it's been pretty warm outside, but listen, we're going to the movies. It's cold in the theaters. I officially have to have an over thing when I go to the movies. Like I just freeze. I can't do it. We're going to see Undertone. It is an indie horror and I am so excited. I just got the Fangoria magazine that has like an article about it and I can't wait to dive into it, but I want to, you know, watch the movie first. I think it's like about podcasters and something eerie going on in the house and I don't know, some type of like story or something that they uncover and there's like audio clips they have to like decipher and go through, something along those lines. I'm super excited and I did convince James to go with me, so I am really excited to go to that tonight. TBR wise, for Springoween, I only have one right now, but you know what, these books have been on my back burner on my TBR for a really long time and I thought, why not something weird? I will say, like 3 years ago, this is wild, 3 years ago, during the spring, my son, and I know it was 3 years ago because my son was in 3rd grade. Okay, my camera was screaming at me that my card was full. Yeah, I know it was 3 years ago because it was his 3rd grade field trip to the butterfly house or palace or whatever it's called. And I drove there to meet him, and while on the way I read Life Ceremony from, I think that one is, yeah, Sayaka Murata, and it was the weirdest story ever and I was like, you know what, I really like these strange Japanese horror translated stories of like these mini collections of stories and they're just so odd and different and I was disgusted, I was sad, I was like cringing. It was a really enjoyable car trip. So I don't know, when I think about spring now, for some reason I always think back to around that time because it was just so spring-like, going to the butterfly house and seeing like all these flowers and butterflies and insects and stuff like that, and then reading that too. I don't know, it's always just like stayed with me. And so I was thinking about it and I was like, let's bring those vibes back. So that's what I'm doing with Uketsu, I think is how you pronounce his name. He is, let me see, he's on YouTube and an author specializing in horror and mystery. He always appears in videos wearing a white mask and a black body stocking with his voice digitally distorted. His true identity is unknown. Yeah, that's him. Creepy, but cool. We love a hidden identity. We love Chuck Tingle. Anyways, this is Strange Pictures. I am going to talk about it more after I read it because I don't want to be too spoiled. But he has Strange Pictures, Strange Houses, and then the newest that just came out is Strange Buildings. So I'm hoping to get to all three of them. I'm just waiting for the other two through my library as well. But I did get this one in, so that's perfect to be able to go ahead and start this. So yeah. I'm gonna go see this new movie and read this, and I gotta finish getting ready too. And I'll see you guys soon. Tell if I'm tired of this swing. Love the awkward silence has a nice. I said I fell landed in your bed. I sleep so cold, your face so red. I don't need no photo, burn a moment in my head. I don't care at all. Can we just break bread? So, anyways, yeah, they have these emails with these files that they're going through, and it leads them down a rabbit hole of these like old nursery rhymes that they play backwards for like hidden messages, and all of that is going on. But on top of that, this girl is also living with her dying mother and taking care of her. And there's just so many creepy elements that come into her hearing things and seeing things in the house that like shouldn't be going on. It's really creepy and disturbing, and just the way that it was shot. It is an indie film, but I honestly feel like the way that it was shot was very eerie. They would be listening to these audios, and then it would like pan around the room, and you're just like waiting for something, and I'm just like, oh my god, I was so stressed the entire time. Like, I was just clenched. Which I sometimes really like that about movies. I just have to be like in the right space. That might be why like I'm breaking out in hives today. But anyways, it really wasn't bad. I've heard some people say like it really wasn't good and that they're disappointed in it and blah, 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 blah. But for an indie horror movie, I think they did a phenomenal job. I'm landing at a 3 or a 4 star, probably more 3, but I still really did like it. I thought it was a decent movie, and I'm not gonna lie. Whenever we were young, we would like listen to all of the conspiracy theories on like playing songs backwards, like the Beatles songs and stuff like that. That stuff as a kid, that freaked me out. Like that was scarier to me than watching a horror movie, because I was just like, I don't know, just the noises of hearing the songs played backwards, it gives me chills. So going into this movie, I was just like, oh my god, what am I getting myself into? And I was getting chills, I was cringing, I was like, oh my god, I don't like this, I don't want to listen to this. So I like that when a movie can get under my skin though, and I do feel like they did that. Anyways, I have my Fangoria magazine because now I get to read the article about it. I always try to wait till I watch it just in case it does spoil anything. So good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with that one. I enjoyed it. I don't know, it might boost my rating up to a 4 star. I'm gonna simmer on it. If you guys wanna know for sure what I gave it, you can follow me on Letterboxd. Anyways, I also finished Strange Pictures, and I really liked this too. It was so weird. You know those, I don't want to spoil it, but do you know those like stories that like there's multiple ones? There's actually a lot, I feel like, of like Japanese mystery horror. I feel like there's a lot of those that like you'll read one of the short stories and then you'll read the next and it ties into the last one. So good. Kind of like I just read last year, Revenge short stories by Yoko Ogawa, and I really liked that. Not all of those connected, but like you'll read like the first one and then like 3 stories later you'll read it and there'll be like an Easter egg or a tie-in to the first one. And I loved that aspect of it so much that when I started getting it with this one, so good. So I want to talk to you guys about the first one. First of all, we have, all right, everyone, now I'm going to show you a picture. It's just this picture of a house, a girl, and a tree. And it goes on, it's a professor talking about this, breaking down the psychological like aspects of someone's brain and why they strategically draw the way that they do. It's about this kid who did something terrible. She decided to administer a drawing test when undertaking her analysis. A drawing test requires that we have the patient follow a drawing prompt and use the results to analyze the patient's mental state. Now, does anyone find anything about this picture strange? First, look closely at the girl in the center of the drawing, her mouth in particular. It's somewhat messy and smudged. Little A, the little girl, had difficulty getting the mouth right, having to redraw it many times. She managed to get the other features down in a single go, so why did she keep making mistakes on the mouth? This offers us a clue to understanding her state of mind. Little A was mistreated by her mother. She always had to force herself to smile and act happy, so as not to anger her mother. It then goes into like why she would draw the tree like this and why she would make the house look like this, and all of that is just so interesting to me. It's almost like criminology, like getting into the mind of somebody who would do like something terrible like that. Although, you know, in this case, this is just a little girl. Then it goes into the old woman's prayer. They're all just so weird. They all have their own things, but they all tie in. I had to look it up on Goodreads because I don't want to give anything away from it, but it just says, seemingly innocent pictures draws you into a disturbing web of unsolved mysteries and shattered psyches. An exploration of the macabre where the seemingly mundane takes on a terrifying significance. One of them is about a pregnant woman who is drawing on her blog, and it's like a chilling warning. A child's picture of his home contains a dark secret message. A sketch made by an unalived victim in his final moments leads to an amateur sleuth down a rabbit hole that will reveal a horrifying reality structured around these 9 childlike drawings, each holding a disturbing clue. You have to put the pieces together to solve the mystery, and it was so cool. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled solving the mystery, but I was just having fun and vibing, and it's so fast-paced and just so interesting. All of the different photos that are also in here that you get to see. My favorite in particular was the like murder mystery moment, chapter 3, the art teacher's final drawing. So good. I really liked that one, but more than anything, I love the tie-ins and how everything wraps up. I'm so excited to jump into the next one. I think I'm landing at a very high 4 with this. I really, really enjoyed it. It's just so eerie and different and weird, and the concept of it I think is just so cool and fun. I'm so excited to pick up the next one. I'm waiting on my library. They should be coming in though, so I'm really, really excited. That's check-in today. Good movie, good book. Springoween is looking up right now. What if I was unwilling you? What if feelings were bulletproof?
Fuck the world from it, that's not true. Cause you put the I in impossible. I think I talk too much. Probably cause you said I didn't talk enough. Lying in my bed, letting thoughts run up. Trying to make a mess with myself. Maybe you're bad for my health, don't talk enough. Maybe cause you said that I talk too much. Lying in my bed, letting thoughts run up. Trying to make a mess with myself. Maybe you're bad for my health, don't. Right there. We can make it up if you fight fair. It doesn't mean that we can kick it out your place. Get stuck in our old ways. No face, a feeling
I will turn my air down a little bit so it's not so loud. I wanted to do a quick check-in with you guys because it has felt very spring recently. My current go-to favorite, Alani. This is awkward. This guy walking by. He was like a full-on looking at my car. He's just walking his dog and just an innocent little old man, but that was really awkward. Like, why did he get so close? Anyways, my favorite Alani right now is cotton candy. It is so good. It's got me addicted to Alani and energy drinks now, which isn't probably the best thing ever, but honestly, it's a vibe. And I haven't been drinking near as much sodas as I normally do, so it's really helped in that department too, and it's so good. I've been doing some spring cleaning. James was ready to retire his chair that he's had in his office for I don't know how many years now. It has a little bit of like sun damage because he like never closes his blinds, and so yeah, the chair has some sun damage, but it's so comfy and it's so pretty. It's green, so it just fits so perfectly into my witchy kitchen. So that's where I put it, and I've been trying to redecorate the space. It's looking so good. I hung a spring picture from Easter one year of me and my sister when we were like tiny, and I hung up my like little cutting board that has different herbs on it, and I don't know, there's a lot I want to add to it with my plants, and I want a very whimsical witchy kitchen, so that's what I've been working on. I don't have a book update for you guys because I'm still waiting on my library, but I think they're supposed to be in very soon. So I will be picking them up as soon as I am notified. I'm really excited to get to Strange Houses after Strange Pictures because it was just the amount of unhinged and just weirdness that like I crave right now. So yeah, I guess that's the update. Not much more. I thought I would just show you guys kind of what I've been up to. I have been working with the concept and idea of doing spring whips. If you don't know what WIP stands for, it's work in progress. It's just kind of what you get to call a lot of your projects that you do. So I like have so many hobbies. I crochet, I cross stitch, I paint, I work with clay. I've been making jewelry a lot more lately. I'm constantly trying to make decor for my house, and there's so much I want to get to that I thought it would be really fun to start trying to plan ahead a little bit, and maybe even like do a whole video dedicated to that. I just don't know like if you guys would want that on my channel or not. I don't know. I might end up doing it, or I might just do it in this video. So maybe when I get home, if I have time. It's Axel's skate city night, so we're gonna be at the roller rink tonight. But if I have time, maybe I'll sit down and go over my plans with you guys and talk to you guys about it. But if you guys like the idea of that, or I feel a little bit more comfortable, maybe I check off a lot of my project plans, maybe in the summer I'll do like a full video of like my summer work in progress plans, plus like what all I created in the spring, or finished in the spring, and then at the end of the year I can do like everything I made in the year. I just think it'd be fun, and I love creating and I love my hobbies, so yeah. Anyways, one of them is another granny square sweater. It's such a vibe. I'm so excited to show you guys. I've been working hard at it with each vlog. You guys have probably seen in some vlogs leading up to this one that I'm like doing just random granny squares. We've had like checkered, we've had alien, we've had just all kinds of random ones, and I'm going to piece them all together into like a sweater. I'm so excited. Hopefully a book check-in soon.
I'm feeling dirty, I think we gotta break it up. We're going steady, I mean nobody, I took your photo off a wall. Can we set that shit aside, swallow all my pride? I've been staying up and feeling bad.
You guys, check-in, because it feels very spring in my kitchen right now. But no book update just yet. Today I went and visited a local small business. It's called the Dirt Shack, and oh my gosh, it was my first time going, and I've been saying it for months. Like I'm like, I want to go to the shop, and you know, like social anxiety and all that, yeah, kind of, you know, yeah. So anyways, James went with me, and they posted this morning, they're like, you can come in and get a free gallon of plant tea, you know, just bring like your container. And I was like, I have a distilled water jug because I just finished the last of it on my ice machine. So I was like, today's the day, let's go. And it was so fun. Today was a support some local businesses and get out of the house this morning. Small business Saturday, if you will. not only did I get some plant tea, pretty much this is tea for your plants. It's like very nutritional and just amazing for them. I got a gallon of cacti soil that I need for Miss Aloe right here. I am currently doing, I don't know which vlog you guys are gonna see first because I don't know how I'm doing my plant vlog yet, but I'm filming about plants this year. It's either gonna be at the end of the year, I doubt it. I feel like I'm gonna be too excited and maybe I'll post like part 1 or something in June or like, I don't know, sometime soon. But I am working on a plant vlog where I'm gonna go more in depth about my plants and stuff. I'm of course also reading in it. But I have been needing to film this part of the video. Speaking of my ice machine, it's so loud, so I'll turn it off for a minute. But speaking of that video, I'm about to film for it because I did the introduction and I read the first couple books. It's like rather boring right now, I fear. I was editing the intro and I was like, Allie, you've barely showed any plants. This is boring. So I'm gonna slice it up and try to make it a little bit more interesting. So that's on the agenda today. I think I'm going to, I've been putting off repotting plants. So that's today's agenda and I'm going to film it and maybe just like slice up these clips into that video to where you get like book content, but you also get plant content, although it's gonna be Allie from the past and Allie from present. And I don't know. It's gonna be all over the place, but I hope you enjoy it. It's just one of those vlogs that I keep putting on the back burner and then I'm like, crap, I was filming that. So yeah. And we've had some casualties because of my cats. My cats love plants. So if you have any recommendations on how to get your cats to just like fucking hate plants, please let me know. I'm begging. I don't know what to do at this point. Anyways, yeah, today it's going to be learning about all of my plants. This vlog that I'm doing for it is like going to be very detailed because like I'm learning what soil they like, how much they like to be watered, best sunlight, also figuring out where I'm putting them. Most of them are getting new pots. There's going to be a lot going on, so I got to do a lot today. But yeah, I picked up that stuff, but I also picked up a little sneak peek. You guys will see it in that vlog too, and I'll talk about it more there. But I couldn't go to the plant shop for the first time and not walk out without a plant. So I got these two cuties. These are cute little starters. I didn't want anything too big to commit to right now because I told myself I wasn't even going to buy plants in March or April. And then we went and got, well, first of all, I picked up my holds from the library. Oh, hold on, that's for this video. The next book I'm gonna be reading. So this is the second one. My library hold came through. So supported the small plant shop. Then I went to the library, supported the library. Then I went to a small, or we went to, me and James and the boys, we went to a small local coffee shop instead of Starbucks, which is so easy to do because Starbucks is like in an area that's like just so handy to pop in and grab something. But we went to this one. They had, first of all, she handed us like a cheat sheet of like a bunch of combinations that she's created, and one of them was pumpkin cheesecake, and I'm like, oh my god, give that to me. So I had an iced pumpkin cheesecake latte, literally devoured it. It was so good. James had it too and loved it, and then the boys got some strawberry milkshakes. And then what was the next place? Oh, I was telling my friends we need a local indie craft store so bad because I had to go to Hobby Lobby. It's literally like the only place around here that carries like the DMC floss that I need for my cross stitching, and I had to get a lot. I got like 30 different colors of floss. So yeah, pretty productive morning, and now I get to spend my afternoon reading and repotting. But that's my quick check-in. I want to show you guys what I was up to. Maybe I will insert some of this repotting in this video, but I will definitely be filming my plant video today and spending a little bit of time on that as well.
Fucked around, found out that's not true, cause you put the I in impossible. I think I talk too much, probably cause you said I didn't talk enough. Lying in my bed, little thoughts run up. Trying to make amends with myself. Baby, you're bad for my health, so I'm talking enough. Maybe cause you said that I talk too much. Lying in my bed and letting thoughts run up. Trying to make amends with myself. Maybe the problem is you. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you.
Alright, you guys. It's been a minute since I left you guys, so that's why the lighting now is so horrid. Yeah. I've been very ambitious today. I thought that, like, I was gonna get a lot done as far as, like, you know, plants and stuff like that. But then we had to go pick up our grocery order. James went and picked it up, brought it back. I opened the fridge and I was like, it was just one of those days where I was so overwhelmed. I was just like, nope, it's gotta be cleaned out. So I cleaned it out, wiped it out, reorganized it, did all that. There was a time today where I was literally like, what did I get myself into? Like, the productivity hit a new level. I did get all but 2 of my plants repotted so far, and I'm about to tackle those 2. I'm just a little nervous because one of them is getting snipped, and I am scared of the outcome of that. But I am so excited. I will take, my counter is so gross right now, but I will take a quick little video to show you guys. I gotta clean up all the pots, and I also need to make some little plant hanging things. I'm just gonna crochet some up. But I got all my plants named, and I got them all situated where they need to be for at least a little while. I feel so much better about it. Tonight's agenda is just finding a place that I can put them. A lot of them are probably going to go back in this window, up on bookshelves that my cats can't get to, because my cats can get to 2 of my tallest bookshelves. They can't get to the 3rd one, so some up there, just everywhere I can to keep them away. And then some of my other ones, I think I'm going to put like tinfoil in them to literally just keep my cats out, because I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I'm exhausted. After that, I made dinner. And I was watching some more videos on plant research and what plants I have and getting to know them, and it's been a day. So yeah, maybe more of a check-in with you guys tomorrow, bookish-wise, but it feels very spring, and that is exciting. I think this is the first spring, which I'm knocking on wood, that my mental health has actually been good for the past like 10 years, which is insane to think about, but yeah, yikes. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sorry about that text you got, I didn't ever mean to send it. So you got me in my feelings, also fuck auto-correcting. I've been doing fine, except the stabbing pain up in my chest, and I'm stuttering, okay, I'm done. But now you're gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing, I miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleed. I don't think about you, but it's all sweet. Gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing, I miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleed. I don't think about you, but it's all sleep. Summer days, don't miss your taste. Out in the crawl space, wanna break, still see your face. I just don't wanna be a missing case. Walking in place, keep up with my pace. Stay awake, it's what they all say.
I finally have a book check-in for you guys. I did finish Strange Houses, and this one was just as much fun as Strange Pictures. I loved that this one has like the floor plans. So it too starts with our main character, who just goes by Author. And he is called up by a friend or an acquaintance, and they say, hey, me and my wife are looking into buying this home. But the floor plan is a little weird. We wanted like your opinion on it. Do you think that this is something that, you know, we should move forward with? And he starts looking at it and he becomes almost like obsessed with looking at these floor plans because there's these strange things about it that you might not notice at first glance, like just these blocked off void sections that don't really have a purpose on the floor plan. He then asks somebody that he knows who is an expert in it, like for their expert opinion. And then they start coming up with these wild, imaginative, like conspiracy theories of why they think these houses were built the way they were. And just like Strange Pictures, this one's set up a little bit differently. I can't remember if Strange Pictures was chapters as well, but Strange Pictures felt like each section was a brand new story, like a standalone story, and then they just somehow like, you know, meshed together. Where with this, it's an ongoing story, and we're learning about different houses, different layouts, and how they may all connect. And the overall plot and where the story went with like the reveal, love. Right up my alley. I really, really love it. The execution was great. I think it was, more than anything, the downfall for me was the final like conclusion, how things wrapped up and ended in the end. That like left me kind of a little bummed. I still really enjoyed my time with it though. I thought it was still strange and eerie and uncomfy, and it's another one that's like, it's so hard to put the pieces together. Like you might as well just let him paint the picture for you, because you can think, oh, I wonder if it's gonna be this. Nope, it's gonna be the opposite. But it still is so much fun to just sit there and be so invested while looking at all the pictures and trying to put all the clues together while they are. And I definitely recommend the audiobook for that as well. It was really nice just to like listen to it while like really examining each of the photos and taking time with them. I had another great time with this, and I can't wait to get to the newest Strange Buildings. I'm landing at another 4-star for Strange Houses. Since I've left you guys, I also have went and seen another movie. I went and watched They Will Kill You, and it was quite the time. This is another movie that like I was super proud of myself, because I've mentioned I'm a part of the AMC A-list, so I go and see like a movie a week, and sometimes I just don't have somebody to go with, and I've been trying to work up the courage to like just go treat myself and do it for me and go by myself. And this was another one that I went to, and it was on a night where I was so tired. Work was draining. I go, and they were phasing out this movie, so the only showing was 8:15, and I literally was like about to fall asleep in my chair, and it was just a wild time. I think the setup of this movie was really cool. It was about these sisters who obviously have a very traumatic childhood and are in a way separated. A lot of different reveals come into play with that, so I won't say too much. But the older sister finds herself now in the future getting a job at this like prestigious hotel. It's very weird. Every floor is different. There's a lot of secrets going on here too. It's almost like high society, like secret society vibes. And once she gets there, they quite literally try to go after her. It's honestly another story that like plot wise and like the direction it's going, it's for me. It's right up my alley. The execution though, oh my gosh. So they attack her, and this chick turns into Jackie Chan, and it's just so exaggerated, and I think they really tried to force the comedy. I found myself not laughing when I was supposed to be laughing, and laughing when I wasn't supposed to be laughing. I could appreciate the gore and those moments 100%, but there was just so much that just fell flat for me here. And we have our guy Tom Felton, who played a character that quite literally was Draco Malfoy once again. I will say, after like that initial fight scene, there is this moment, this huge reveal that I found so entertaining. It honestly like drew me back into the movie and the plot, but unfortunately, like, it just didn't stick for very long. It just kept going into directions that I was just like, what am I watching? Yeah, it was all over the place. I don't even know what to think about it. And the ending, oh my God. It was like a fever dream and I was about to fall asleep in my seat. I had no idea what I was watching anymore. So sadly, this was like a 2-star movie for me, but I'm glad the book was more of a win for me. And while I have you guys, I wanted to talk about my spring project plans. I feel like I've done a lot of them, so it just didn't really make sense for me to do like a full video on them. But like I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a full video on my project plans for the summer, and I will make sure to include like what I finished in the spring. Something that's really cool is that my local library has been doing a monthly craft night, and me and my friends have been going. It's been a lot of fun. It started in February, so we had February, March, and April. They're taking a break in May, so we'll pick back up in June with that. But so far, in February, we did the book Bedazzle, which was so much fun. I took my signed copy of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which was risky, but I love how it turned out. In March, we did lino cut. So pretty much we made our own like stamps. I made this like really cool moon face stamp. And then this last one was page holders. So they were made out of clay. They're like the little pointed page holders that have like a hole in it so that you can hold it with your finger and hold the page like while you read. Yeah, they've been a lot of fun, and it's just kind of like a little extra time to craft with your friends, and I've just been enjoying it so much. I also have been working on a coloring book, not doing very good. I have found out that I still do not enjoy coloring. I'm gonna try to dabble more into like maybe watercolor paints for my coloring books and see if I enjoy that a little bit more. I definitely have been journaling a lot. I do have some other clay projects I'm really wanting to work on, actually for this wall and then my wall in my bathroom. In a recent video, I did like a whole like bathroom redo, or a start of it. It's nowhere near finished. I put up a neon sign that I've had for a while up on the wall, and added a little disco ball mirror that I've had for a while as well. And then there's like vintage paintings where then somebody has come in and spray paint something like funny on them. I tried my hand at one of those. I'm still trying to get used to it because I'm so hard on myself when I do anything. But I am liking the vibes. I like the direction we're going. I'm thinking maybe making some clay dye, like dice, to put up on the wall. There is a couple of artists I have found on Instagram that I would love to buy some of their work for this wall and the wall in my bathroom. So it's a work in progress, but they definitely took up a lot of my crafting time in the spring and will. I'm thinking a clay like moon and sun face for this wall as well. Like nothing too big, but just to kind of pull together like some type of collage moment. I also have really been getting into jewelry making lately. Not only did I make little lip balm keychains for me and some of my friends, but we also got together to watch Forbidden Fruits one day, and we made our Forbidden Fruit charm bracelets that turned out so cool. And I literally worked all week on making these little charms because I could only find cherries and apples that were already assembled, so I had to assemble all the other ones for the characters for Forbidden Fruits. It was quite the time. My fingertips were hurting so bad. Besides that, I'm sure that there is going to be little projects here and there that I pick up and just do, and that's why for my summer project plans, I hope to be able to show everything that I created during the spring for you guys. But my last two that I want to mention that are pretty big projects, One of them is a new sweater. I have been working in just about every single vlog I've been posting recently, you would see. I've been working on a bunch of random, unique granny squares, and I got a lot of inspo from different Pinterest posts and Instagram things, and I just keep seeing these trendy mismatch sweaters, and I want to try my hand at it. So I just grabbed my iPad, drew together a design, and then I've literally just been looking up different patterns on YouTube and Pinterest and different places like that on how to make individual granny squares, and then I'm just gonna piece them all together to form a sweater. I did this last year. I did an evil eye sweater, and I did a whole video like reading books about eyeballs, and I made that sweater in that video, and it turned out so good. I don't think I'm gonna go cardigan route. I think I'm gonna make it just a full sweater, but the front panel and the back panel are going to be granny squares, and then the arms I'm going to just crochet up. But I think I wanna have fun with it. I want more color in my wardrobe, so yeah, we're really going there with the color. But I think I want one arm to be like black and white, and then the other one to be like the colors going down, like stripes. I think it'll be really fun. But yeah, I've done cat ones that I still need to finish the faces on. There's a bunch of just like solid color ones. A flower, which I just did in this video. I'm currently working on the butterfly ones for this video. And then I've done a bunch of different black and white ones as well. We have checkered, we have solids, half and half. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I also did hearts and bows in my Wuthering Heights video. Yeah, I've been having so much fun with it, and what I've noticed with my ADHD mindset is that I have found this sweater so much fun because I'm constantly changing. I'm not doing the same granny square over and over and over again, which is just, it gets to be mind-numbing, and I can't do it. So I've figured out that like I need to keep switching things up, and I actually get it done that way. I'm like, I need to start like 20 sweaters and then just bounce back and forth to them, and then I'll end up with 20 sweaters like all at the same time. Last one I'll talk briefly on because I also have a whole video where I've talked about this, my Dracula vlog. I actually break it down. I showed my pattern and my plan and all of that because this is a pattern I made on an app. But I have come quite a ways, I feel like, but there's still so much to do, you guys. I'm sorry, this lighting is so bad too. I've like lost all of my daylight, but yeah, this is going to be this photo I will show you guys, but I have the whole pattern like mapped out, and I'm starting to wonder if this is a big enough fabric. I made sure I measured and everything, so it's supposed to fit, but I'm sweating it a little bit, and it's gonna be a lot of work, so I really hope everything pans out and works okay. It's gonna take me so long. I feel like this is probably not gonna be just a spring, but probably a summer and a fall, maybe even winter, because it's gonna take me forever working on this, but I'm so excited to complete it. Like, I just really am working hard at it because I can't wait to see it like all come together. And yeah, I have a bunch of other plans as well, but I will have to wait for the summer because I feel like there's so much going on right now. But I'm sure, like I said, there's other things I'll work on and try to make sure I show you guys when we talk about summer plans. Anyways, I'm going to be starting Strange Buildings soon, hopefully. I do have some other books that I have to jump back into, but very soon it will definitely be picking that one up.
Keep up in my pace, stay awake, stay awake. That's what they all say. I'm shot, really not what you wanna scream about. Iced out, made it fall, cause you wanna bite back. Know you got it in me, but my comments ain't like that.
What you wanna talk about?
What you tryna get at? Big girl on the boat, miss my RT. Hit 'em all like a joke, man, it's all I fear. Catch 'em all, fuck 'em all, it's a bright idea. Never heard a ringtone, but now you're gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing them, miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleed. I don't think about you, but it's don't sleep. Gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing them, miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nose. place. You come out, we can't keep up pace. I left your backpack with your phone on the staircase. That is a notification tone. Sorry, been keeping this whole conversation cold. I'm like ice on skin, my hands shivering. Will I get over being over? Making pictures don't belong to BS. I was trying to find out who the fuck I am. Pull me in, me a really tight prince. Push away all my really close friends. Kicking to the curb, no sentimental what up. If you come by my house, could it really hit us? Till the lights on my laptop burn up. You know I
Plan to film this last part on my phone. No. It has been a crazy end of spring, and I have barely found the time to read, let alone film. I did finish Strange Buildings a minute ago, so this is going to be an interesting review, let me tell you. But I kind of just wanted to wrap up this video. I feel like I've said everything I've needed to in it as far as like spring things go. I don't know, I'm all over the place. I feel like I have all of my cards that are good, full, and then my other cards are all like messing up and glitching. So filming on my camera lately has not been fun, which has also made filming non-existent for me because I can't handle it right now with my emotions. I don't even know what was last said in this video. I don't even know if I had pink hair yet. Yeah, it's been a minute. So let's first review Strange Buildings. I'm gonna be completely honest. I agree with most reviews. I didn't like this as much as the first two. I felt like the first two, and I think the first one isn't technically like in the series with this and the second one, but I just really enjoyed the first and second book that I read more than his newest. I still find it interesting. I think maybe they were too much back to back to back. And I didn't think that with the first two, but I think it's because one was about strange pictures, one was about strange houses, where I think going from strange houses to strange buildings wasn't that much of a difference. It's the same vibe, except this one has so many, they're not called chapters in this, they're called files. And then we take on like floor plans again and like what makes this house weird or this building weird. And it is different buildings. It's not just houses. So there's like a hotel, there is houses or like not really, I don't think it was a hotel. I think it was more like apartment complex, just smaller ones. There was like a windmill type of ordeal and I don't know, different things like that. And in, you know, Uketsu fashion, they all somewhat start colliding with each other. And that's the fun part, I feel like, of his books are while you're in each file, you're trying to figure out what this means and what they're getting at and what the conclusion's going to be. But as a whole, your mind is also spinning and you're trying to piece each file together, each story together. How do these people intertwine with these? What would make this house do this and then this building do this? And how in the end are they all going to come together? And I can see where a lot of people may have not been on board with that conclusion. Hi, Moon. Are you still on the show? Really? Look at you. Oh, was it just legs today? And whiskers? Oh. Well, there's some cat content for you. I just was not expecting him to be over my shoulder in that moment. I enjoyed the conclusion. I feel like it was kind of cool, kind of different than, not perfect, but it'll do. Not perfect, but interesting, something different. I am intrigued to see like if this is something he's going to carry on. Like, is he going to keep making these? I do find them a lot of fun, and I think if I have them spread out more and not like back to back to back, I will enjoy them each time, and I will be picking them up. They're just really fun, and I think it's just something about the unknown and like the mysteries of them, and really his brain is just very different. Sometimes I feel like this one was probably the easiest one for me to start like putting together what he was putting down, but sometimes it just throws you a curveball and you're just like, how did you even think of this? And then how do you even think to like combine all of these? And yeah, it's a rather good time. I don't know what else to say. I really did enjoy all 3 of them though, and I think they were a lot of fun for my spring. With that being said, I also finished, you guys, I finished my cardigan, and I'm not even wearing it today. I do plan on wearing it sometime this week, and I'm gonna try to get like some good photos so that I can show you guys. Maybe you've seen it in the thumbnail already, but I think it's so much fun that like I was able to work on this throughout this video, and a finished product that I'm so proud of. I also have loose ends to still kind of put together, you know, weave in. I cannot think of words. But besides that, I absolutely love it. And it's killing me that like it's just been so hot already that like I haven't been able to really wear it. I will say, since it's all cotton, it's a lot lighter, but I still don't know if I'm going to get much wear out of it this spring, summer. I have to wait till the fall, but I don't know. If I can find chances to wear this summer, I'm going to for sure. It's so cute though. I love how they all turned out. Definitely a learning experience though. I still say that changing up the granny squares and not doing the same one over and over, highly recommend, especially if you're ADHD. And besides that, just really paying attention to your placement, because I showed you guys, I think, my original plan for this sweater, and I changed the layout so many times until the finished product. And honestly, the only square that like I'm kind of like gutted about is this bow. It is the top on the back, and so it kind of makes me look a little hunchback, I'm not gonna lie, since it sticks out a little bit. But if I wear my hair down, it covers it. So it's not the end of the world. The only other thing is that some of these, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, so like this is the front, right? Well, then like this is the back. And you see like how there's like 2 cats like diagonal to each other. Honestly, when you're wearing it, it's not a big deal. But to me, I was just like, why did I do that? I didn't think it through. I didn't think the back panel and where it was going to be meeting the front panel. And some of them, it's literally like diagonal. It's like the cats are diagonal. It's hard to see. Or the hearts, like the whole thing. The hearts, the cat, and then the black, the solid black ones are all like diagonal. And it just looks like I didn't take the time to like move them around more. Although, you guys, I overthought this so bad and went back and forth on like what was going to be the best layout, and it ended up being kind of a mess anyways. But as a whole, as an outcome, putting it on, I really like it. I really like how it turned out, and it's so soft and comfy. And I went back and forth on the sleeves too, but ultimately I did stick with doing one color switching sleeve, and then the other one, the black and white switching. And I love it. I have color in my wardrobe, you guys. Anyways, I think that's a wrap on Springoween. You guys are probably going to see my Springoween video in the summer because I am so far behind on editing. I apologize, but either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to maybe plan for your summerween. It's probably summerween when you're watching this. Or maybe it's inspired you to create a project like this for, you know, each season. I definitely want to start cooking up some ideas for the summer. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.